Hello everyone and welcome to my coloring corner. It is Saturday and we are here to do our normal Saturday color and chat. So I hope that everybody is having a great weekend so far. I don't see anybody watching yet, so we'll give it a little bit and we will talk about this wonderful book that we're going to color out of today. And of course, as soon as I start the stream, a train decides to come by and you're going to hear loud whistling and lots of noise. Sorry about that. Hopefully it'll be really nice and didn't blow the whistle, so that's so far a good thing. But it's a long train today, so. Hey, Thanath. Absolutely. How are you today? I want this train to hurry up and go by. It's going to be loud. Hopefully you guys can't hear it too badly. Hi, Tracy. I am good, thank you, Thanath. So the book that we're going to color out of today is Johanna's Christmas. It's by Johanna Basford. Hi, Tamara. And I have chosen a fairly simple picture to color so that we don't get too late in the day for everybody. Yes, I think I would like the train instead of the chainsaws as well. Yeah, I'm not one for that constant noise. So the picture we're coloring, of course, is this beautiful ornament, and we're going to color that with the Dali or Deli, I'm not quite sure how to say that, the Deli colored pencils that I recently reviewed on the channel. And we've got all sorts of things going on the channel. I know we hit over 100 people that have subscribed, which is absolutely fantastic. And for some reason, YouTube sent me their happy little email telling me that I had reached that, but have not activated the ability to change my URL. And I have no idea how to contact them about it. So I'm just patiently waiting, well, impatiently waiting. Absolutely. If you're new to the channel, of course, remember to hit the subscribe button. Always hit the thumbs up button. You know, that does give me a boost of confidence as well as helps the channel out. You probably will see a bot come through. It is a bot that I have employed to, yes, exactly. I am at 111th Aneth. And that has been over the past week that we've gotten that extra 11, which is wonderful. I can't remember if I turned the bot on, so you may not see it. So I'll just throw that out there. If the bot doesn't come on, of course, remember to like, comment, and subscribe. He is actually watching another stream on 3D printing. He may pop in every now and then. But remember to always like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Subscribe if you're not already a member. Always, if you enjoy the videos that you're watching, make sure you hit the like button. It tells me that the content that I'm giving is appropriate and something that you all want to see. And of course, I always want to hear your thoughts and impressions and what you want to see next. So leave me a special comment. Are you still working on the Teresa Goodrich picture from last week? It's a wonderful picture, and there is so much detail in there. So I am quite sure it is going to be absolutely beautiful. All right, so we have 5 people in here so far, so we're going to get started on this. And like I said, I'm going to use the Dali colored pencils, and I'm going to start, I think, on the poinsettias because they're the brightest. And I'm going to start with number 116 of the Dali and do my shadows and shading areas. I think this one needs to be sharpened a bit. Sweet. I can't wait to see it. Are you coloring with me, Tracy? Now, hopefully the light from the window isn't putting too much of a shadow on the page. And I'm just basically going through and putting what shadows will be on the flower petals, the center areas, and that sort of thing. Oh, you're cleaning the house. Can you come clean mine too? Speaking of cleaning house, I hope everybody is getting ready for the holiday season or already gotten ready for the holiday season. I have not. um, the boys brought my Christmas tree in and all my Christmas decorations in 2 days ago, and I just put the tree up to rest so that the boughs could form properly last night. So I'm a little bit behind this year. So I'm going to switch over to the other camera, and hopefully the shadow from the window won't be so bad. Maybe. Seems to have gotten a little bit worse. Wake up in the morning and suddenly there's a tree in your living room. That explains why you need to clean the house. Oh, it was Tamara that did that. Well, I wish my family would have did the tree while I went to bed last night. But then I'd have to rearrange it all again today anyway, so I'm a little particular about the tree, so they gave up trying to help me ages ago with it. Oh, I am almost done, actually. I started really early because certain things that I bought for my husband have a very long wait time. I was expecting them to have a very long wait time. And yeah, a couple of them came earlier than I expected. And he's already received them because he saw them. So I'm hoping that the final one actually gets here in time, but I've still got to figure out what to get my oldest son. I don't like taking it down. I really enjoy putting it up, but I'm not very fond of taking it down. If I could leave it up all year round, I would. But Bob frowns on that quite a bit since it, blocks a lot of the living room. Yeah, normally I put it off and go to the stores and whatnot, but this year that's just not feasible. Um, but I'm going to have to at some point go to the store, and I really don't want to. I hate going shopping. I know, weird thing for a woman to say, right? But I really do. I hate shopping. Speaking of the Christmas season, I'm not sure how many of my real life friends are in here or not, but every year I do a Christmas baking, a lot of Christmas baking. And with the channel and the Facebook group and everything else, I'm a little bit busier this year than I normally am. However, I was thinking if you guys would like, instead of doing the Saturday color along, I can set up the cameras and everything else in my kitchen, which is just over there, um, and actually go live and do some baking. Hi, Larissa. So what do you guys think of that? Would that be something you would want to see, or should I just stick to the Saturday color alongs? I don't know about Saturday morning, Christmas cookies, but I don't do a lot of decorating on them. It's more just baking them and feeding them to people. So Larissa, the book we're working on, seeing as you came in a little bit later than I started, is the Johanna's Christmas by Johanna Basford, and I'm using the Dolly colored pencils. And the shadow is because there is a window next to my desk here, and I have moved part of the desk, and now it's giving me shadows, and I am sorry. So I'm just filling in the poinsettia, getting that all done up. Poinsettias are such a funny plant. The flowers, what we see as flowers, are come up as leaves to start with. It's kind of cool to watch them. So as many of you know, we already have our Facebook group up, and it is doing quite well. We have 55 members in our Facebook group, which is fantastic. And I am so happy to be able to see everybody's coloring again, all in one place, so I don't have to go bouncing around from group to group to see everybody's coloring. So, yeah, exactly. Like Tamara said, a lot of the Christmas shopping this year is being done online. So, yeah, that's what I was thinking too, Larissa, is I do a lot a lot, a lot of baking. And when I um, stopped being able to eat gluten and sugar and a bunch of other things due to some health concerns, I ended up doing twice as much baking because now I do it with the regular things as well as with the gluten-free things so that I can eat. um, so I would love to set it up in the kitchen and do the Christmas baking with you all instead of the Christmas coloring, and that way I can actually get my Christmas baskets done. I give Christmas baskets to adults that are on our Christmas list, such as parents and grandparents and things like that, because I never know what to get them. And getting a thing of bath salts or a bath gift and things like that are wonderful, but I like to give a little bit of something special. And I think handmade things are always more special than just going to the store and buying them. So, yeah, exactly. It does double my cooking times. I make normally when I make dinner or something like that that has a pasta or um, a sweet sauce or anything like that, I end up cooking it twice because I cook it for myself and then I cook it for the boys. And the boys all eat gluten. So, and I'm not going to force them because of my health reasons, them to change their diets. That's not fair, as far as I'm concerned. Um, I have slowly but surely been finding things that satisfy both of our taste buds as well as my dietary restrictions. So it has been getting easier, but it does take a lot more time. When I first started having to research different recipes and stuff like that, and how to convert a recipe, it did take so much more time than it does now. Now I can just do it bang, bang, bang. But yes, absolutely. I do prefer homemade gifts or local gifts. And when I'm doing things for adults, it's a lot easier to give a gift basket of special treats than it is to guess of what their tastes are with things. Because everybody's different, but everybody loves chocolate. Hi, Ellen. And Ellen knows how much I bake every year. She's one of the wonderful people that usually comes and helps me. She's my little helper when it comes to my baking. Oh, grabbed the wrong one. We were just talking that. I was just asking if, because it is that time of year and you know how much I bake and how much time that takes, if people would rather or would like, instead of doing the Saturday color along, is I can figure out how to set up the cameras in the kitchen and do my baking so that I can get my baking done this year. Yeah, exactly. Yes, a bake along. So if you find that um, idea, um, oh, what is the word I'm looking for? I hate that. Acceptable, thrilling, wonderful, and so forth. Yes, I would love for you to come up and help me. I miss seeing your cute little face. I miss seeing lots of cute little faces. But if you find that idea acceptable and whatnot, leave me a comment in the comment section of great idea or wonderful or yes please, anything like that, just so that I can get it all set up for you, because otherwise I'm going to have to take some time off from the channel because I have to get it done. And I don't want to take time off from my channel. You guys would all miss me. I'd make Bob do this. And you know what would happen then, eh? Yes, the Nightbot is still botting as usual. And the Nightbot is there, of course, to remind people that if you do decide that you want to help out the channel a little bit with giveaways, content, whatnot, you can always do so by donating a monetary amount to my PayPal account. It does go into a special little spot, which is specifically for the coloring channel. It does not go to me. Well, it goes to me, but I don't use it. It goes all to the channel. So, and that's how we end up with fabulous Christmas giveaways. Like, have you guys looked at the prize packages? This year's are off the charts, that's for sure. And of course, I just want to remind everyone, because I only have had 3 people send me an email to receive their what they need for the final game, which is for the grand prize. So, hi, Deborah. Yes, I color every Saturday. And we were just actually talking about it. And for the next couple of Saturdays, I might not be coloring. Um, I might be baking. So that should be fun. Tamara, on the Thursday, Thankful Thursday video, I go through the prize packages. So if everybody wants to be a contestant for the grand finale, which is the last prize package I show in that video, you do need to send me an email to the channel's email address, not to my personal email address. The reason why I do it through the channel's email address, so I can keep track of who has emailed me. Hi, Penny. You're not late. You're here, so that's not late, right? I hope things have been going well for you today. Did you get your mail? No, I don't think I can color and bake at the same time. Oh dear, it's snowing. It is not snowing here. It is nice and bright and sunny here, so. Yes, it's looking quite well. Unfortunately, I have smudged because I didn't use my wonderful little brush. See, this is what happens if you don't use your brush. And I have smudged red on the green. And I even had my brush there ready to go. I just didn't use it because I got busy talking. So I will talk to Bob and we will figure out a way to set up the cameras. We'll do a the close-up camera in the mixing bowl, and you guys will actually see more than just my hands and my coloring utensils. So I might actually have to get dressed for Saturday morning instead of in my jammies. So Ellen, you will probably have to come up and spend the night if you want to come up and help me with my Saturday morning color or bake along. Now, just so everyone knows, Ellen is a real life friend of my oldest son's. So she is like a daughter to me and is a part of the family. So, and she just lives down. Absolutely. I'll talk to Bob about it and make sure that it's something that's feasible. I'm pretty sure it shouldn't be a problem. We can use his laptop for it. So it should not be a problem. You can be my camera switcher because my hands will be all mucky. I can't switch cameras. Oh, an apple fritter cake. That sounds so good. Yeah, any Saturday that you want to come up, Ellen, you know what time I start at, so. Nice. And that's the one with the braided hair there that you posted earlier that wasn't quite finished. I will have to take a look after the stream because it was really pretty. All right, I think I've finished that one. I'm gonna move on before I really muck it up. You can use my station. It is right next to the kitchen because you haven't been here in a while, so nice. That was turning out really, really nice. I like the hair that you did on it. And I thought I'm not sure if it was the color and wasn't completed, but I thought the highlights in the hair were color, but I think in actuality they were the color of the paper. So I'm not quite sure if you were done that part yet, but it looked really cool. All right, so I need this one. And again, I'm just going to do the shadows here. And what I'll do is I'll talk to you about it later, Ellen, after I talk to Bob about it. And it's probably all going to be on the one computer, so you'll be switching back and forth. But that means I'm going to have to clean my kitchen because it gets messy. Bob's just went into the office, so he's probably sitting there going, "What is she talking about?" He heard his name and he's probably sitting there going, "What has she got me into this time?" I volunteer him for things. But if that is what you guys want, then I will do that because that helps me out in getting my normal things done too. So see, there you go. Okay, so I'm just doing all the shadowy areas with this darker pencil and coloring alone. No, the Nightbot sometimes will log itself in if I don't log out of it. Sometimes it decides nope. But because I logged into it on Wednesday to do the work in progress Wednesday, it stayed logged in, which is cool. I'm not as techie as Bob, but he has taught me quite a bit. Bob is very techie. And I know that Bob posted it then. Did you see the finished product of Wednesday's stream? I posted it on Facebook, so I think most people have seen it that know me. But I don't know if you saw it. I'm pretty sure Bob posted it on Instagram. Oh, Bob closed the door, so I can't bring him out here and show you. After I'm done this flower, I'll mute you and I'll holler at him. Or if you're in chat with him on another thing, you can tell him to bring it out here and show it so I can show you. Or oh, it's getting there. You know, I've just got the flowers done. Well, 2 of the flowers, 1.5 of the flowers started. I have so many works in progress now that I never know which one I'm doing. Well, I fixed it. Bob didn't fix it. I was trying to do something with it and I mucked it up and I fixed it. It's just I couldn't fix it before I did the one video, because by the time I would have gotten the video done, it would have been so late, and I try to be on time with my videos. I set a time limit for myself to get them out, and yes, one of my videos, everything is upside down and backwards. So it should be interesting for which one finds you. Don't you have his cell phone number? No, I think you only have my cell phone number. Yeah, I don't know if he's on Facebook right now. He doesn't log into Facebook very often. He's got so many other chats going on. He's always chatting to somebody. As if he's not in here watching us already, which he does do that. Honey, if you're in here, bring out Wimp. Dennis hasn't seen him yet. I'll know as soon as he flings open the door and brings out Wimp if he's actually watching. But if you're on his Instagram, Thaneth, I do believe that he posted pictures of it on Instagram. Shyla is sleeping on the couch, and her chicken treats are way off in the kitchen. I do not keep them at my desk, otherwise she would never ever leave me alone. And she only gets them when I talk to Grandma. She knows as soon as I pick up the phone at 8 o'clock in the morning to call my mom that she's going to get a treat. And she just gets so gabby. And she won't shut up until she gets her treat. Yes, a new puppy will do that. Absolutely. Is it a full-grown dog or just a puppy? No, Charlotte doesn't have an Instagram account. I can barely keep up with mine. I don't think I could keep up with hers. She has so many followers. Yes, when they're still young like that, they still act like puppies. Shyla does every once in a while. But Shyla's almost, well, she's hitting 12, so 11 or 12, so she's getting up there. She does a lot of sleeping compared to what she used to. But my older son will get her going. And when she gets visitors, she gets going pretty good. Charlotte's the only reason people let you on the internet. Honey, can you bring Wimp out? Thaneth hasn't seen him yet. My husband has joined us, so. All right, so I'm going to actually move things here for you guys and put you on the full screen so that Daneth can see Wimp. And that is Wimp. And that is him all colored up. Now he's not glued down to the base, but all of his little extremities and everything are all glued. Bob says he doesn't get glued down to the base, so you can move him around. Yeah, I have actually sent them an email requesting some further information on those and that sort of thing. Without going too in depth into it, because I want to get the answers from Clark first. With just playing with them last night with comparing the colors with all the same names, they still feel the same, but I find that they are a little bit thinner than the originals, and they are, I'm going to put you back over to this other camera here, and they are they don't have the company name on them, which is a little strange to me. So I have sent him a really long email of different things that I've noticed, as well as different things that I have been told about. And until he replies to that email, I'm not going to get too far into the Norberg and Linden type thing. However, on Friday, I will be doing a review comparing the two sets, the original and the new one, after I get that information. Yes, that's what I did on Wednesday. That was the Work in Progress Wednesday stream. But I have told Clark that on Friday I will be doing my review video for the both of those, and I would like some answers to those questions before I do that. If he doesn't answer me before then I will just have to go with my own assumptions, and that's what they'll be. They'll be assumptions. It will not be positive information until I actually talk to him. So personally, they feel very close to the same thing. They're just a little bit different. And those little differences are, some are okay, some I would suggest to him not to do, because it's a quality issue, and it seems that he's let quality go down for quantity, and that's not something I, as a colorist, would prefer. I would prefer you keep it down to a 72 colored pencils and have that quality there than to go up to 120 and have the quality gone. That's my personal thought on it anyway, so it may not be the popular thought, but that's my personal thought. But like I said, I will wait for that response, and I will do a little bit more research between now and Friday, and give you the full scoop on Friday that I find out. All right, so I'm just filling in all the white spot, of course, with the lighter red. On these final petals here, and then we will move down to this last one, and then we will start on some holly. I know I haven't done the leaves yet, but I'll get to them. I don't know why, but every once in a while today, my throat goes a little hoarse. Sorry about that. 1 second, I'm going to take a drink. Not enough coffee this morning. There we go. So I hope everybody's week has gone well. And everybody's enjoying the weekend. And everybody who's getting ready to enjoy their weekends because they're working on what we call a weekend. Or it hasn't gone well and you're just thankful it is the weekend. One or the other. All right, so we're almost done this one. So much easier to explain cooking things too. Yeah, exactly. The exchange for the two isn't an over the top deal breaker. However, if the like I said, if he dropped the quality of the product and sent it overseas, so because it's cheaper to make overseas than it is to make it in the factory that they have here, and drop that quality down because it's cheaper, that's where the problem lies as far as I'm concerned. As long as they're using the same pigmentation, using the same formula, then really it's not a huge ordeal. However, with the pencils being visually a bit smaller, and I will have to get Bob to measure them for me because it's not a huge amount. It's enough that you notice when you hold a pencil, but it's not a huge difference in the core size, I don't think. But like I said, I will dive into that this week and see what information I can find and that sort of thing, and try to give you as much information as I can. Because I do endorse the company, and they're a wonderful, wonderful set of guys, and I really don't want to, have them losing customers because they've chosen to put out a larger set because that's what colorists want, and sacrifice their quality and what drew the crowds to them in the first place. All right, next. And I know there's some white spot left on a couple of these, but every once in a while the grain of the paper gets in the way. Does anybody else notice that on some books? Is you'll have really nice level paper. And I know Johanna puts a coating on hers, so it shouldn't do it, but every once in a while you end up with these little lines. And it's just the grain of the paper, and I know I can blend that out. I sit there and go, well, I know I colored that spot. And it still looks white. All right. We got one more to go here. Okay. Oh, I put them over there. Just taking a look to see where I'd put that model so that I didn't knock it off my desk. Sometimes I don't watch where I'm going with my arm when I'm reaching over for a pencil. If it was behind me, then I would end up hitting it and knocking it off the desk, and that just would not be good. That would make me very sad. Yeah, exactly. And that's what I'm saying is I will find out and make sure that they're still the same blends and whatnot. Because their previous blend was really nice. Okay. So basically all I'm doing here is I'm just putting in the shadows that those other petals on top are going to give on the lower petals. And then I'll go over the whole thing with the lighter pencils, of course. And just so those that are here that don't know and haven't already joined the Facebook group, it is our coloring corner in Facebook or my coloring corner in Facebook. Either of those searches will find us. There is a Marco set of pastel colored pencils on Amazon. Somebody told me that you can buy those Marco colored pencils through AliExpress, and they are cheaper, but you have to wait a little while to get them. But you can buy them on Amazon, and they're close to the same colors. They look identical from afar anyway. Are they different? Okay. Like I said, I haven't bought them. Somebody told me that they were available and that they were really nice, but I know that they had the pastel set on Amazon a little while ago and they were supposed to be bringing it back, but I don't know when that's going to happen. I like my Holbein set. They're really nice pencils. I get scared of using them though because they're so expensive. All right. Okay, just make sure when you join when you sign up for the Facebook group that you fill out all of the application form. There are some questions there, and we don't accept anybody that doesn't fill out that application form because of the fact that it's a protection issue so that people that are in the Facebook group feel secure with their pictures, with their information, that sort of thing. You know, so that there's no drama, no problems. Very calm, cool, collective group of people. And absolutely, as Sonia said, there is actually a link to the Facebook group on my banner at the on the channel itself, as well as in any of the descriptions of any of my videos. So if you're not already a subscriber or a member of the group, just make sure you fill out the application form when you go to the group and apply. Hopefully everybody can see all the questions. There's only like three little questions, 3 or 4. Basically, just pretty simple questions, but it's to make sure that you're not a bot or a spammer or a scammer, things like that. Oh, that's really cool, Deborah. I hope so, because that would make getting the replacements so much easier than buying them from England or China. Okay, no problem. I will take a look or have one of the administration take a look. We are on that usually pretty quick, so I am sure that somebody will make sure that you get in as quickly as possible. Yeah, no, I'm quite sure that the Holbein price probably won't go down horribly, so they are a beautiful, beautiful set of pencils. There is a company out. I do believe my Holbein video is public. That is that you're able to purchase from in the US, and I found that they were cheaper than buying them from Amazon Japan. But they're still expensive. Oh, kitties want cuddles. That is definitely a reason to put down the coloring. And kitties and puppies want cuddles. Or babies. Babies too. Thank you, Penny. Penny is one of our admins of the Facebook group, so she's going to go and take a look and get your application in there, Sonia. Yes, I have the 150 set too, and I absolutely love them, and I love using them. But I have a couple that are starting to get short, so I've been putting off using them. And I did find a site that you can buy them from, but the shipping to the US is really high right now. So I could have them sent to a friend of mine in England and she would just send them out to me, but because it's a British company that I can buy the one-offs from, but they don't ship to the US unless you buy over $100 worth of stuff. So, which is kind of a bummer, but absolutely not a problem. Okay, so we've got the you would actually have to send that to me. You can't paste a email address, so make sure there's no email addresses in it. So and you can't spam cap, so I'm sorry. Just to let you know, the in order to be able to secure my channel and whatnot, YouTube has it so that you cannot paste a URL in the chat channel unless you are an admin or the person that owns the channel. All right, so we've got those done. So let's put the reds back. No, in a younger channel like mine is, a lot of times they limit what you're allowed to have your non-essentials, so you're not your admins and whatnot, throw in the chat program. So URLs are one of those things that they don't like going into the chat unless it's from an admin of the group, of the channel. So myself or Bob can put those in, but other people chatting can't because it's possible for spammers and weirdos to put odd things in there. Yeah, the bot is pretty good. But basically, it's so that people can't pop into your chat and start spamming a URL for porn or things like that. I'm not monetized, so it's not a huge ordeal for me, but for people that are monetized, they can lose their monetization over it. So instead of, having a bunch of people getting upset with them because they've lost their monetization, they've just made it so that you can't do it at all. No, actually, it does a lot. It does stop the spamming and that sort of thing. I have it set for a very quite a bit of availability, but it does decide sometimes the wrong way, and unfortunately, it isn't something I want to change, because if somebody comes in and does start doing things like that, like spamming porn sites and things like that, I want it to be able to stop that. So, and it does happen. I have seen it happen a bunch of times. So yeah, no, it's not just there to remind people to like, comment, and subscribe. It is there actually as a protection for the channel and for the chat. Sonia, in the about section of the channel should be my email address. Send me an email of your Facebook name, and I will look you up and send you an invite. If you're sent an invite by me, it should immediately put you in the Facebook group. So send me that email, and I will do my best to get you all situated in there. Because for some reason, Facebook is doing what YouTube does sometimes and just decides to do its own thing. Now, I did use the blending pencil on that one because for some reason I could not get the white spot out with the pencil, so I used my blending pencil on it. Well, I usually use he, because thank you very much, Barb. That'd be good. But yeah, normally I call him he. So, well, bummer. That was a while ago, because this is one of her first books, wasn't it? Like first 6 or something like that? No, first 4. That's exactly it. It's an it. It's neither male nor female. When did it come out? And of course, they don't put the publication date. They put the print date on everything, so I can't say when it was published. I can say when it was printed. Oh, it was printed in 2016 or published in 2016. It's when she copywrote it. So it's a little bit older. Okay, so I'm just going to do a couple of these holly leaves, and it is starting to get a little bit late. I think we'll go for about an hour and a half and see how we get from there. Okay, Corey, thank you so much for joining me. I am so glad that you were able to get in and say hi. Um, have a great day at work. I know that's an oxymoron, isn't it? But at least try. Oh no, I wonder why. Yeah, just send me an email there, Sonia. That would be great. Just hold a second. I'll grab you the email address that you need to send that email to. So it's Renee's Coloring Corner at gmail.com, and I'll paste that for you, so you just need to click it. Yes, the holidays are not always fun when you're in retail, but at least it's not horrible. Okay, wonderful. Well, for anybody else that's in here that wants to join the grand finale, the uh, final prize for the Christmas contest, uh, the Christmas bash, that is the email address that you will be sending an email to. And what I'm going to send you is a bingo card, and we're going to play bingo. But I need to be able to know whose card is whose, so that when you do win, I'll be able to verify the fact that you have in fact won. So I will send you a bingo card as soon as I get an email telling me that you want to participate. Yeah, Facebook's cranky. But, you know, I hope I get lots of people wanting to play. You know, it is bingo, but, you know, we can make it fun. And the prize package for it is just phenomenal. So that in itself makes it fun, right? So. Okay, so I'm just putting in the shadow areas and the dark areas of these leaves. It should be fun. I've got a couple of different games that I want to play. And the big one, of course, is going to be bingo. But I've got 3 different prize packets, so there's going to be 3 or 4 different games that I want to play. Okay, and then I'm going to take a very light green, the lightest green I have, and I'm just going to go over that center area just to lighten it up. and to burnish it, to blend it all together. I am pressing a little bit harder on this area just so I can fill in all of those cracks and crevices, put lots of color down, and put all of those colors together. Now I'm only doing that on this center piece here. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I don't know why Facebook does what it does. It's got different algorithms and different bots, and sometimes bots are just irritating because they don't know what their job is. Whoever programmed them didn't know what their job was. And that's what it is, right? Is sometimes it's just a bot. It's not a person. And yet you have to put blame on what the programmer instilled into it. Okay, so I'm just going to finish up this leaf and put the holly berries on there. All right. So I'm not sure how many people are coloring the same picture. Of course, when I am done this picture, I will put it in the Facebook group. We have a special little album in the Facebook group for colored pictures done on the Saturday color along. So it will be in that album, and any of you that are actually coloring along with me, which is wonderful if you are, of course, post your pictures in there with me as well so that everybody can see them all together, which is a lot of fun. I love looking at, different ways people see the same thing I see and their thoughts on how to beautify it, which is lots of fun. All right, Tamara, I hope it gets better soon. Yes, the 13th is a Sunday, December 13th, and that it is going to be held at 4 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. So it will be in the evening. So hopefully everybody that does have to work and that sort of thing on the Sundays will have a chance to get home and be able to join us. All right, so I'm going to grab my red again. I'm going to take this dark red first. And it's almost a brown red. And I'm just going to put in the shadows on these berries. And then we're going to take the bright red and fill those in. I'm amazed as I progress in my coloring how long it actually takes me to do something. Absolutely. Me too. I might even put on my onesie. which, is just wrong, but it's funny. I hope that all of you who have joined me today have, enjoyed this chat, enjoyed the coloring, um, found everything fairly informative, or, at least had some fun. The Saturday color and chat is just to let all of you get to know me a little bit better and let me get to know all of you a little bit better. I find that sometimes the videos themselves are so informative, um, and impersonal that I don't get to know you guys very well. So I really, really enjoy these Saturday color alongs so that, you know, I get to know who is joining me and who is watching my videos. Because I don't get a lot of comments sometimes. Sometimes I get lots and lots of comments, which are awesome. And sometimes I just, people just watch the video, which is fine too. Um, but I always want to know what everybody thinks, and, how I can make things better if they're not good, and how to, you know, keep it up if it is good. So of course, if you watch a video, make sure you hit the like button. It does tell me that the content that I'm putting out is right, is what you guys want to see. And shoot me a comment. Tell me what you liked about it, what you don't like about it, that sort of thing, so that I know that I'm doing what I should be doing, what my job is. So yes, it does. They do put the packages in quarantine, for, I do believe it is a minimum of 10 days. So depending upon where it came from and what their quarantine rules and regulations are, and that sort of thing, on whether or not it will be released anytime soon. Yeah, no, I mean in the US. Um, the when the numbers were really high in Europe, in England, and that sort of thing, at the start of the pandemic, they were quarantining things for up to 21 days. So, yeah, yeah, the American Customs Agency does quarantine things for depending upon where they come from and what their numbers are at. So if they have really high numbers right now, their stuff is going to be quarantined. Which is weird because, it's already, basically been through machine after machine after machine. But you never know. I've had things coming from the US that are taking just as long for some reason, though. For some reason, I have a set of gel pens coming, that were, for whatever reasons, I don't exactly know why, sent from California to Hawaii. I live in Oregon. Um, isn't that counterproductive there? But that's where they ended up, was Hawaii, and they were shipped out of Hawaii a couple of days ago and still aren't here. So we'll see if they show up. But the company that they were shipped from was in California, which is, just the next state down from me. So the Postal Service is all over the place right now. So if they don't arrive anytime soon, then I would contact the shipping company and find out what's going on with them. And that way, at least you know, right, Barb? Instead of watching it sit there standing still. Yeah, I don't want to go to Hawaii. It's too darn hot there. I don't do well in the heat. My poor little Canadian blood veins sit there going, nope, it's too hot. I'm going to burst now. So I'm just blending together that dark into the light areas that I placed on there. I put a little bit too harsh of a line. So I'm just trying to blend that line out a little bit. All right. Okay, guys, it has almost been an hour and a half. Oh, wow. I can't wait until you actually get those in, Barb. I would love to see them. They sound very, very cool. Yeah, the Clara Markova book didn't take very long at all to come in for me either, which I was really surprised. I was expecting it to take much longer than that. Oh, nice. I hope you really enjoy that. I think Delaney is just the sweetest thing in the world. And I love her pictures. They're so cute. All right, guys. So I would like to thank you once again for joining me and hanging out. I am going to actually call it a day here. I've got different things, of course, that I need to do around the house. Next weekend, next Saturday, I am going to talk to the hubby and see what we can do to do a Christmas cookie color along and Christmas cookie bake along instead of a color along. So no, actually the last one we got, Thaneth, was before the Hope My Message made it, was way back when you were talking about the bot. So I definitely will. Like I said, I will keep you informed in the next couple of videos on whether or not that will be happening. I definitely will, Barb. I will go through that as soon as I am done here, as well as check my email and see if Clark has gotten back to me as well. But as soon as I know more about the possibilities of doing the bake-a-thon or bake-along or whatever we want to call it for the next couple of Saturdays, I will let you know as soon as I know. And we may be making shortbread cookies next week. You never know. Until then, I thank you all very much for coming and visiting me. Of course, like, comment, and subscribe. If you do want to help me out with the channel to make sure that I'm able to do more content, provide more contests and shipping prices and things like that, make sure you hit that little PayPal link there and send me a monetized donation that allows me to do that. If you want to join me over on Facebook, of course, there is a link to that on my main page of my channel on the banner. I will also add a link in the description of this video, and it will be in the links on all my videos. So if you want to do that as well, make sure you fill out the application form, and I will try to get you in as quickly as possible. Thank you all very much for watching. Of course, remember, always, always, always remember to relax, color, and stay safe. Bye-bye for now, guys.